raise the tempo and raise the energy and hop in a guy's butt a little bit and get them going and light a fire in your team. And then there's other times where you need to back off and maybe let some other guys do it. And maybe be a guy that puts an arm around a guy, or maybe just talks a little bit more softly and can be that soothing, feel in the huddle. I think what our team needs right now is me to just be cool, calm, and collected at all times, and show that poise. We've got a team that's highly motivated up front. We've got guys that are physical up front. They don't need a whole lot of butt kicking to get going. They do it all by themselves. So me adjusting to that and me reading that situation is, I don't got to be the rah-rah guy, and I prefer not to be the rah-rah guy. I have that in my back pocket if I need to. If we're in a game and we got to finish a drive, and if we're on the 5-yard line and need to punch one in, you better believe I'm going to turn it up. But, if that's what Coach is talking about, then I absolutely agree with him. I think it's just part of my development to improve as a leader in all aspects. That being my demeanor on off the field, to be able to read my guys better.
You certainly look comfortable in the offense, and you feel like you obviously need to know your offense, but you got to know what those other guys are doing too on the other side of the field. To be able to make checks and kind of let everybody know what's going on. Where's your comfort level at right now in terms of understanding defenses and to get this offense in the right place?
Very comfortable. Worked very, very hard at that. Something that not myself, maybe the entire offense is hanging our hat on being as smart and as prepared as we can possibly be. Our saying is the smart will always and forever take from the strong. That's kind of Coach Shoup's saying to us, and it really take that to heart. To be able to, with all the different things that I'm being asked to do, pre-snap, post-snap, and then ultimately to be able to understand and have a great understanding and be able to have the preparation and take those mental reps and be in those situations before I'm actually there. Taking what I've learned in the film and then on the practice field, when we get in those situations, and then when we're out there, it's all second nature. So now I don't have to think. It's all, I see it. I've already internalized it, and then I'm able to make the play as fast as possible. And also just knowing football. Sometimes we have talks all the time, and it's very true. You'll come back to the sign and you'll say, what did you see there? Why did you go there with the ball? I don't know, I felt it. That's a good answer sometimes, because you've seen so much football and somebody moves a certain way and you build a rapport with guys that, sometimes a great answer is, why'd you throw it to D'Angelo? Because it was D'Angelo, one-on-one. It's having that inhibition, having that trust, and going out there and play with no inhibition. So I'm really excited about where we're at as a whole team and my own development with the preparation. Continuing to work at it day in, day out, and when it comes Sunday, it's time to put it all away and just go play.
You saw Tom House, right? That's the correct name?
Yes.
Why was that important for you to do, and what did you learn then in that time that you were in LA?
Well, Tom House, he's been great for me for a number of different reasons. He's the guy that helps Drew Brees. I was out there with Drew Brees, and this guy does a number of different things that he touches upon. He's a sports performance psychologist, so the mental emotional aspect, to be able to handle the stresses and be able to reach your full potential, from a mental aspect, the mobility stuff, the strength work, the conditioning stuff. You guys see me doing all the weird stuff all the time. My arm doesn't hurt, and there's a reason for that. So if I can maintain and be in shape throughout the whole season, my mechanics are going to be sharper throughout the season, and I'll be able to remain healthier and remain sharper. And then from a mechanical aspect, to be able to be as efficient as I can with the ball. And then on top of that, he does a lot of nutrition things as well. So it's just the entire process and mastering your process, so that when that every stone can be turned over. There's a reason why Drew goes out there for years. There's a reason why Brady's out there for years. A number of NFL guys are out there, and I see why, and it's been kind of my competitive advantage. I'm kind of, I wish I would have gotten in contact with them sooner.
Sorry guys, go ahead.
Coach Hazel mentioned that you really settled into the offense. He's seen you grow in that sense. What goes into that, and have you noticed that personally?
I think it's just reps. The more you're out here with your guys, and more you get put in situations you have to make decisions, the better you get at them. Everyone's getting better around me. We've got so much confidence up front in the offensive line. That's where it all starts. The running backs, are having great production, and then the receivers are going and making plays. And the more I can be out there and the more I can generate a rapport and build chemistry with these guys, ultimately the better and better we're going to get.
Was the days leading up to this game just kind of business as usual for you because you've started before and you've been in this position and you're comfortable where you're at and where this team is at?
Sure. I mean, I'd be lying to you if I said that there weren't some excitement, some nerves. Like we're ready to get going. I think it's more eager to get going. It's that first game where we've been watching the same film for weeks. We've been seeing the same looks for weeks. We've been hitting each other for weeks, and I think we're just ready to put it all together and see where we're at. I'm just excited to get on the plane, get there, and get that first series under my belt. I think after that, I think we'll all settle in and we'll go to work. And nothing changes. It's just another game. It can't be more than just that. And when you make it bigger than that, and I'm talking for a whole team, we're just playing football. It's just like going out there and having a jersey scrimmage. We're just playing somebody else. You can't make it any bigger than that.
You mentioned you've been watching the same film for weeks and weeks. For you personally, what's the biggest focus going up against this specific defense?
Well, they're a great defense. They really are. They've got great athletes. They rush the quarterback very well. They've got great athletes on the back end. For us, it's just doing what we do. If we can get the run game going, if we can get behind this offensive line, if we can get our tempo working, get late into drives, I think we'll be able to wear them down. And then ultimately we got to make plays in the pass game. We're going to have a lot of one-on-one matchups. They press on the outsides. They rely on their corners heavily in coverage. And for us to be successful, we're going to need to win those 50-50 battles and hit guys running. I like where we're at, and I'm really, really excited at the opportunity to go play these guys.
You mentioned they rely heavily on their corners. You're going up against Frankie and AB here every day. How much does that help, and just how's that prep for preparing for this defense?
Tremendously. Go against, I would argue, the best two corners in the league every single day. So those windows are tight. You can't miss against those guys, or it's not gonna work for you. The same goes with the receivers. They got to have a plan at the line of scrimmage and be ready to fight to get themselves open each and every play. So I think it served us well. Now that we're going to go play somebody else, I think we'll be ready for them, because something that we have an advantage to us is their corners, as in Frankie and AB, the guys that we go against every day. They know what D'Angelo does. They know what Domino does. These guys that we're playing have never seen him before. So I think if we can get after him early, we'll get a chance to get over the top on him.
He's got to get to a meeting, so we've got time for one more.
Can you quantify how much better you are now than you were at the end of last season? You personally as a quarterback?
I just leave it all to process, honestly. I hate to be results driven. I just want to focus on, trusting the process and being the best I can be every single day. Trying to take care of the things mentally, emotionally, spiritually, from a preparation standpoint, throwing the football. It's everything. I'm trying to work and raise my level in everything. And if I take care of all those things, it's the same thing it was during camp. Controlling the controllables. And if I take care of those things, my preparation, my effort, my attitude, the way I lead these guys, the results are going to follow, and I think that we'll all be very, very proud of them. I'm definitely have a lot of reasons to be confident. I think I've done things the right way. I'm really happy with where my process is. And then it's all about going out there on game day and letting it all fly. There's no second guessing. There's no doubting. There's nothing more that I'm going to be able to do when we step on the field September 6th. Now it's all about having fun with your brothers and letting it fly.
Thank you, Austin.